Cheers and welcome, my friends. I'm Horadrak and we are playing Europa Universalis 4 with the newest DLC, Common Sense. We are playing the Hansa, and in the last episode we took Zeeland, or as the Danish spelling is, Sjælland, with Copenhagen as its capital. From them we also took Gotland to have a foothold in the Baltic. This makes also historical sense because Visby, the capital of Gotland, was in the Hansa, it was part of the Hansa. And then we took Bornholm, which will allow us to fabricate claims on all this coastline. This is my plan of expansion for the Hansa in this playthrough, to conquer all the coasts, to get all the cities along this coastline into the Hansa and then expand into the Americas. That's what we're going to do. And yeah, it's going well so far. It's going very well. We ended the sound toll and have therefore this incredible modifier in our capital city. We can take a new technology in new diplomatic technology. We're going to do that. Why not? We can now build a shipyard. We'll have to do that very soon. And yeah, we're covering a lot of provinces, so we are not overly well stocked with admin points, but we're getting there. We have to get some more territory. Now what we want to expand. Oh, Brandenburg has an alliance with Muscovy. Alright, fair enough. We want this province, Stettin, because it gives 10 trade power, and we want Ostfriesland, because it also gives 10 trade power. And that would be very nice, but most important, we want Danzig. Danzig will be a very important part in our trading network. I'm not sure if we... Oh yeah, Rebel Uprising will break loose very soon. Yeah, and Sweden broke their alliance with us because they are pissed that we have Gotland. We have one of their cores, and the AI is programmed in a way that they hate you when you have their cores. Let us see if we can swing an alliance with England now. It would be great. I need one strong alliance partner at least. No one likes me. Muscovy hates me. France could be a friend. Let's see if that is possible. What is your problem? They desire Zeeland, Gotland and Bornholm. Yeah, these are the things that you just helped me to conquer. It's a bit schizophrenic, don't you think? I want East Frisia. They're allied with Brunswick and Gelre. Oh yeah, what I have to do is send our light ships out again to get the trade flowing. This will be Lübeck trade. We'll go home at war and go to the Lübeck node. Yeah, very fine. And then we'll have to move our galleys in and move these guys back to Lübeck. Yeah, do it. I quite like the automatic transport system, although it bugs me that they won't actually go into the port, but instead wait in the sea zone to push the units over, although it's way more inefficient. But yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Anyway, I have to increase the speed. We're getting Danish separatists. And we can finally do the new technology, and we get a new idea group. Now, what shall we take? There are 3 columns of idea groups. These are things that can specialize your land. You can play your land like you want it. If you want to be in an aggressive conquer nation, you take offensive military ideas, and You take diplomatic ideas that decrease your aggressive expansion impact. Or if you want to play a trading nation, you take obviously trade ideas and economic ideas and plutocratic ideas. And it all depends on what you really need. Now, I'm tempted to take plutocratic ideas. So you get plutocratic ideas if you're a republic, and if you're a monarchy, you get aristocratic ideas. I think plutocratic ideas are superior to aristocratic ideas, but yeah, aristocratic ideas have been buffed quite a bit, so they are nearly on par. Now we get 50% more mercenaries, available mercenaries, that's good. We get 10% more army morale, that's quite good, but not as good as the others. There are some that give 15%. We get reduced national unrest, that's quite good. And free merchant, more produced goods, bigger trade power, so we can pull more trade, and manpower recovery speed. Basically, this will be ticking up way faster. And then we get 5% less technology cost. It is a pretty strong idea group overall. I like it. You can see that if I let the mouse rest on it, you can see all the policies that I can activate. That will cost me, if you activate a policy, you have to have it active for 10 years, and it will cost you 1 point out of whichever category the policy belongs to. You can see that and it can only activate a policy if you have both ideas that belong to the policy. So if we get trade ideas, we get 30% trade power abroad, and so forth. And one of these ideas should give us Republican tradition, if I'm not mistaken. I don't see it. Yeah, with economic ideas we get yearly Republican tradition of 0.2, formalized scales, weights and measures. And that's a pretty strong combination, because you can then re-elect your leaders more often and thus get ahead of the other nations that don't have this ability to re-elect their leaders and make them better. And we are also pretty far ahead in military tech, 11 years ahead, but we're also 11 years ahead in diplotech. So trade ideas would be another strong thing for us. It's basically our signature move. So we get more trade power, another merchant, more trade range, trade efficiency, another merchant, more trade steering, more caravan power, and another merchant. This is pretty good. And then if we unlock ideas, for every 3 ideas we'll unlock one of our own national ideas. So we will get 10% more trade power, another merchant, less lightship costs, that's pretty good. Stability cost modifier, time to justify trade conflict, that's pretty useless. Oh, we'll get an incredible amount of manpower recovery speed, that's great. And more provincial trade modifier and less interest. And if we gain it all, we also gain 10% more trade efficiency. We're already leaning pretty heavily on trade. So I think we take the plutocratic ideas and basically try to fortify the Republican ideals and ideas in our Hansa. Try to get the burghers more free and to restrain the power of the feudal lords even more by standing firm against them. I think that's what we're going to do. So take plutocratic ideas. And we can even unlock the first one. That's pretty good. What you can do is you can set a national focus to one of the idea groups that has to be active for some time, depending on your current government rank. We are a duchy. We cannot change our government rank because we are a prince in the Holy Roman Empire. So duchy is as high as we can get. cannot be an empire if we are in the Holy Roman Empire. That would be weird. And only the electors can become kingdoms and still stay in the empire. But I think we'll go ahead and do a national focus on military. And in the next thing, next re-election in 71, we will be electing a military leader to power as fast through the plutocratic ideas as we can. We already have an advisor. That's all fine and dandy. I think we'll keep him. We are now bringing in pretty good money. It should be still more if our provinces get integrated properly. The Danish separatists will spring up in 7 years. Gotland separatists. So you are now here. That's fine. And we can get some more men. We have now a force limit of 15. So we check the ability or the opportunity to build some more units. Build 2,000 men-at-arms in our capital to quell any rebellions that should pop up. Yeah, I didn't know that we had this manpower recovery speed modifier. That will be really handy, because if we have finished the plutocratic ideas, we'll also get even more manpower recovery speed. I think 10% more, so this will be 25% faster to regain the manpower, and that makes quite a difference. Guilds obstruct trade. Guild leaders can be ruthless power brokers and don't take kindly to being opposed politically. Since the guilds haven't controlled the government of the Hansa for some time, except that they have one of their own in power right now. Yeah, but since they haven't controlled the government of the Hansa for some time, some of them have started to use more intimidating methods to show their influence. Knowing that the Republic depends on trade, the guild controlling salt have begun to prevent it from being freely traded, knowingly harming the national economy and the affairs of their political opponents. Do they think they'll gain the Syndic's favor in this way? We'll lose trade power for 3 years. That's not good. We'll have to live with it. It's okay, I think. So the Hussite rebellion has popped. That's fine. Should be able to quell them. We have our discipline advisor. The problem is that rebels use your discipline modifier for whatever reason. At least it was so until the last patch. I'm not sure if they changed it. It would make sense to change it, because why should the rebels use the military drill that your armies have? You're paying dearly for that military drill with ideas and stuff, and they just use it for free. Makes no sense. You could argue that the rebellion gets their leaders from the army and whatnot, but I think that's pretty unrealistic. Now let's attack these guys. I have to do it sooner or later. Let's see if we can win. Yeah, you see, they also have 105% discipline. It's even showing my advisor. Why is my advisor helping them get better discipline? It's just nonsensical. I have to wait until our morale ticks up and our men get reinforced. We're taking a lot of money out of this war too. I like that. Would you be willing to be my friend now? No. Merchants call for increased imports. The influence of a powerful guild has driven up price on fish in the Hansa. It has come to the point where traders are finding it cheaper to import goods from abroad. Yeah, I'm not going to read that again because I've read it time and time again before. So our concern must be efficient trade first and foremost, or no concessions that may harm the guilds. Yeah, trade is our thing. We'll need, yeah, we'll get 10 more trade power in the Baltic Sea. That's perfect. We want that. We're constructing cores, and there's nothing the Emperor can do about it. We just have to suffer our thing. Alright, we'll attack this army now. Shall we wait a bit more? Yeah, we'll wait one more tick. Secret societies in government. We haven't gotten that before. The full extent of a guild's activity is really only known to members. Since guilds exist in part to manage knowledge, this is inevitable, but also leads to allegations of conspiracies. We have paid little attention to these ideas, considering them paranoid Syndic, our republic is in danger. We cannot speak here. A noble drags it to the side and talks in a whispered voice at length of who may or may not be part of secret guilds within the government of the Hansa. He names other nobles who are equally concerned, so many in fact that his own side seems more like a conspiracy than the ones he accuses. Even so, there's no doubt that the aristocrats of the Hansa feel threatened by these possible secret societies the guilds have brought into existence. I can choose between who cares? Maybe these conspiracies can make politicians agree for once. We can gain 1 stability at the price of 15 prestige. And that will leave the possible secret guild influences unaddressed for now. Or I can say fine, let those known to be loyal investigate this. We will gain prestige, but our advisor costs will get up because we have paranoid recruitment. Oh. Yeah, I think we go with this one. Because our leader at the moment is a member of the guilds. And I don't think he would be particularly fanatical about finding out these secret societies. So I think it's a smart move for him to just say, yeah, I don't know, there might be some secret societies, but I don't know nothing about it. Let's do it. And let's wait a moment. Novgorod has changed their main trading port to Karelia. So their main trading port is now in the White Sea. Trade node. Do they have any lands over here still? Yeah, they have some lands. I could try to attack them and take Neva. It is it's a trading post because it's not that main trade port anymore. Okay, I can respect that. I want Neva, and I think I have to take it now before someone else takes it. Yeah, let's core it first, but I think I could fabricate a trade conflict. Novgorod must have trade power in a node where you have at least 10% of the total power. How much power do you have in this trade node? You have 11.6, but I have none. Seems like I have literally no trade power. I could send my ships over there and then justify a trade conflict and take Neva. How is my aggressive expansion? How annoyed are people by my incessant conquering of my neighboring countries? Yeah, they are pretty annoyed, okay. That's not good. I think I will have to get a strong ally to keep any problems at bay. How's France looking? Would you be my friend? No, you won't. I mean, I really would like England to go ahead and just help me. I'll keep the improved relations guy on them, just for good measure. Might be basically useless, but whatever. Yeah, we'll attack these guys now. It's high time. They have already breached the walls. Get them, boys! These rebel scum have to be destroyed. Basically, I'm for freedom of religion, and it should be possible in a way to have that in a republic, but not when they do it by standing up in arms. That's not the right way to do it. so it needs 10 years and that has 8 years. That's okay. It's not that bad. How's our force limit in the Navy? We've gotten 2 more, okay. We are now the rival of Denmark. That's fine. I really got you neutered, my friend. You have lost your very valuable capital province. And you're not looking good either. You still have your personal union with Norway, but that will be ending because your prestige must be abysmal. Yeah, minus 48. You can see the requirements for continued union are Denmark having positive prestige and Norway opinion of Denmark is positive. Wait one moment. How are your opinions? Do you like Denmark still? Danish opinion of Norway, Norwegian opinion of Denmark. No, they don't like you. And Magdeburg is again trying to conquer Anhalt. Yeah, I wish you good luck, buddy. I would be glad if it worked. I fear I have to trade a bit more carefully. Let's see if we can get... No, we can't. That's sad. I would like to have a diplomat. Let's see if we can get one. Oldenburg. Oh no, we don't want any local autonomy. For 5 years, 10 more local unrest. Yeah, ignore them. That's not the way to go. Yeah, we have a diplomat, but he's now level 2. That's not good either. I need a level 1. Level 2 is just too costly for me. Okay, buy you off. Let's see. Wait, I could use him to try and broker a... Yes! Finally! Wait. Like that. And we are allied with England. Finally! That is a great thing. They have 40,000 men. Now everyone will think twice about attacking us. That is great. And their interests are also our interests in a way. It will take a long time until our interests collide. We will expand into the Low Countries. But first we will try to gain all the power in this trade node. Yeah, I have to end the episode here. We have been going on for 23 minutes. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please give me a like. If you didn't, tell me why in the comments so I can improve. And if you want to see more in the future, please consider subscribing. I hope you join me next time. Thanks and bye-bye.